Aaron Fothergill.
Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Aaron Fothergill of Strange Flavour.
Yep.
So, Strange Flavour has a long and storied history.
Yeah, and it's a bit mixed. So we started as a company in 2004. So we've been going 9 years, but we actually were writing games of Strange Flavour back in, I think it was 2000, wasn't it? We did Bushfire. So we've been doing MacOS stuff forever. Yeah.
And you have been developing since long before you were doing Mac games, right?
Oh yeah. I started back in in the early 80s. I wrote on the first Macs as well, back for a radio station, and then got into doing games properly with my first company, and then worked for another bunch of console devs and so on for years. So yeah, I'm old.
So tell me what you're doing now.
We're currently branching out. We're rebooting Strange Flavour ever so slightly. We've gone back to publishing ourselves. So we now have our own games on the App Store. We've reinvented Slots Racer, so everyone who had the original can download the new one for free.
And for people who don't know what Slots Racer is?
It's slot car racing on your iPhone, and it's the best damn slot car racing game there is. You can make your own tracks, you can race 4 players at once, you can actually race 4 players at once on one screen, which is a great laugh. And eventually, when we finally get the code debugged, you'll be able to do that on your Apple TV too.
Oh, very nice.
You stream your iPad to the Apple TV. Everyone just picks up your phone, and your phone is your controller. Join in and play. And it was fairly reliable, but not reliable enough. So.
So you must have been interested at the keynote yesterday when
when
Anki came on with Donkey Drive, huh?
Yeah, it's cool. I'd love to have a play with those. We kind of. It's different stuff from what we do. I do love messing around with new tech. I mean, like we did with the Toy Site thing and all this kind of stuff. It's every now and again something I'll go, oh yeah, let's play with that, rather than let's make a commercial game out of that. But I think they're going to do cool things.
Very interesting. So tell me, first of all, you've mentioned a couple of the games that Strange Flavour has made. For the folks who may not be aware of your catalog, could you kind of go through the list?
Yeah. I mean, we actually started, most of our original games were published through Freeburst on iOS. So we wrote Flick Fishing, of course, which went to #1. Slots Racer originally went to #1. We actually started on a little one called Plank, which is a bit of an art piece. And then we did Grunts, was our last new game we did for Freeburst quite a while back, a Warpack Grunts. Little simple shooter, and then we sat down, did a year of updating Flick Fishing, which is now nearly 5 years old. And then with all the things with Freeburst being bought and all this kind of thing, we sat back and now we've decided, right, okay, we want to do stuff on our ones, because there's a kind of a thing of needing to be able to directly put everything out, and we want to publish. So we have a guy up in Liverpool who a bunch called Pixel Pyro, and we've been contracting them to help us write our engine for all our new stuff. And he's great. He's same as me. He's like an old school game designer coder. So he's got a couple of games he wants to do, and we said, well, actually, we'll fund you a bit and we'll publish you. And he said, yeah, great. So we've now got a whole bunch of games coming up. We've got a new update to Slots Racer already going through at the moment. We've got one of Pixel Pyro's games about to come out called Apple Dash, and it is a proper old school simple platform game, a bit like the original, not Bomberman, what's it called? Mega Man type style, with lots of stuff with fruit.
It's side scrolling.
Yeah, it's really, it's nice and cool. Adam's done the music for it as well, so it's nice and silly music, and it's classic stuff. And at the moment it's really, really hard.
Reminds me a little bit, just looking at it, of Bubble Bobble.
Yeah. I mean, it's that kind of style. It's an against the clock, try and grab everything before the timer runs out kind of thing. So it gives you a good old challenge, and at some point you'll also be able to design your own levels.
Very cool.
Because Jim's following the same technique as us. He's put the level designer into the code so that you're not having to go out and use a separate level designer. So at the end of the day, he just tidies it up a bit. You have a level designer that players can use.
Now, I notice one of the interesting things here that caught my eye right away is that the background is actually moving a little bit.
Yeah, well, we saw the parallax backgrounds on iOS 7, and we thought, about, I think, 4 a.m. I woke up, and Jim's 8 hours ahead of me in the UK, so he'd already woken up, and both of us said, I know how to do the parallax. And we worked out how, and he's basically put it in the background, so you can tilt the game and the background moves. We're still going to fine-tune it a bit, but it's basically the same thing.
Very cool. And where can people, I mean, obviously on the App Store, if they look for Strange Flavour,
Yep,
with a U, because
with a U,
you
yep.
guys are British.
Yeah, we also have strangeflavor.com as well now. So yeah, basically have a look for strangeflavor.com, and on the App Store we're listed as Strange Flavour, and there will be more of our apps hitting there pretty soon. Some of our old stuff's still available on Freeverse's ones as well, if you feel inclined to grab those, and we still get royalties from those, so please do.
Please do.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, thank you again.
Thanks a lot. Yeah.